Hello. Different video than usual, right? But Cassandra Morris, fellow gluten intolerant victim, needed pizza. And good God, everyone deserves pizza. Good pizza, not awful pizza. So I decided to make a video making pizza because, I was sharing the recipe with her anyway, and then Jenna also heard that pizza was in play, and when my wife wants pizza, I make pizza. So we recorded it. So recipe is in the description, and also here's a video of the method. All right, enjoy. All right, so first things first, you need the right flour. I use cup for cup, and that's 420 grams of it. But if you don't use cup for cup, just use a gluten-free flour, and make sure you go 385 grams of that with 35 grams of tapioca starch. And if you get too much, you can just, scoop some back in, like I did. Nobody's perfect. After that, you're going to add 9 grams of instant yeast, followed by 6 grams of white sugar. I know. That's what makes things rise. Baking. After that, mix in a little bit, and then add roughly 9 grams of sea salt. I kind of eyeball it, to be honest. But it's usually 9 to 6 to 9 type ratio that you want to go for. After that, combine again, and then get your olive oil, or just neutral oil, like I used. 65 grams of it, to be specific. That's what you're going to want. After that, 10.5 ounces of warm water. And this is the part that's necessary, unfortunately. You need some kind of mixer. I have a stand mixer here. Look, it's hard enough being gluten-free as it is. Just trust me on this. The stand mixer makes a world of difference in the dough. Now, depending on how much water you had, if it was a little over, a little under, if it was too warm, you'll have anywhere from an actual dough consistency to what looks like buttercream frosting. Doesn't matter where it is on that spectrum, just trust me, it's going to rise and spread just the same. So once that's done mixing for about a minute on medium-high, you're pretty much good to go. Just grab your dough and shape it as best you can. If it is more of a paste consistency, I recommend just taking a rubber spatula and kind of scraping down the edges of the bowl, where honestly you can just leave it to set, and then just put some plastic wrap over top. If you do transfer it to a different bowl, make sure you lightly oil the bowl first so it doesn't stick. Only recommendation there. Now, since I'm a professional, I made some ahead of time, just like movie magic. I know. After that, make sure you get a piece of parchment paper over top of whatever thing you are baking or pizza on. Lightly flour it, and then just plop your dough. Don't overthink it. It's pizza dough. Pretty easy. Make sure it's pretty well floured. It shouldn't be too sticky, but again, depending on your consistency, it could vary. Now, I am obviously spreading out in the shape of a circle. You are going to want to shape it to whatever size pan or shape pan that you are baking it on. And because it's a circle, and because we want it to look like real pizza, I'm going to edge the sides just a little bit to give it kind of a raised pizza-ish type thing. That is the goal. The goal is to look and taste and hold like real pizza, hopefully. After that, I like to bake mine just for a little bit while I'm getting toppings and sauces ready and stuff, just so it has a chance to firm up a little bit, and it keeps the top from getting too doughy once you add your sauce to it. Now, if you use a jar of sauce, I'm not gonna make fun of you, okay? But you should probably just get a can of tomatoes and make your own like I did with a stick blender. Much easier. Plus, you can control the seasoning and the flavoring of the sauce a lot better. So I like to cut my marinara sauce with a little bit of sugar, just to kick back on the acidity. You know what I mean? Get a spoon, make sure you disperse the sauce evenly, and then start adding your cheese. Now, I know Cassandra can't eat cheese either, which I'm very sorry to hear. But hopefully we've come a pretty far way in terms of making vegetarian type cheese or non-dairy cheese. Hey, pepperoni. It's basically what I had in my fridge. Use whatever topping you want. Obviously, we're not here to topping shame, but make sure you put them out evenly. Okay? And if you have one extra pepperoni, make sure you put the best one in the center and eat the one that you miscounted. That's the rule. And then we went pepperoni banana pepper, by the way. Pretty good combination, if you've never had. If you like things a little zestier, would recommend. After that, it goes back into the oven to bake, because it's pizza. And you'll know when it's done because the cheese will start to look like that. Glorious, bubbly perfection. Oh yes. So pull it out. It's done. You want to eat. Obviously, that's the other part about pizza. You eat it. Duh. And then, you know, you're pretty much ready to go. The one thing you got to do, hit it with freshly grated Parmesan. I usually grate a block, right? Parmigiano Reggiano. We love it. And then I keep a bag of it in the freezer. Now this is twofold. One, I don't want to grate Parmesan constantly. And two, if it's frozen, that just means that it'll help cool the pizza faster and then I can eat it faster. I'm really just a point A to B kind of guy, you know. After that, cut. I have an actual pizza wheel kind of thing, but, you know, any cutting device will suffice. And then plate. And this was part of Jenna's stuff, so she was very happy to eventually eat it. But that is it. That is gluten-free pizza that looks and tastes like real pizza. I hope you enjoy.